People think that the danger with misinformation is that citizens believe lies. I think, and I've become increasingly of the view, that the greater danger is that people become exhausted, that people become so overwhelmed by anger, division, and manipulation that they don't just believe in anything at all. I was Chief of Staff in the UK government from 2024 to 2026. It was the first Labour government in 14 years. It was very clear to me that the new Labour government that we've got now is governing in a very different era to the previous Labour government. So for politicians, the challenge is how do you govern in an era of permanent disruption, not how you just react to it. It is an era that I think politically has been shaped by the insecurity of voters. And in that context, I think AI is not just an information channel. It is a new system of politics. I think for governments, that means they're trying to oversee institutional structures that were set up in an era of slow information, where trust was given. And this new era, there are infinite voices and trust is fading. I think for elections, it transforms how elections are done. It's not just a new tool like WhatsApp or Twitter. It changes how every aspect of elections work, from how we target voters to who we target, changing the nature of persuasion from broadcast to conversation, changing productivity levels, and collapsing the cost of elections, which makes it easier for new participants in democracy. It makes it easier for people who want to knock over democracy. It makes it easier for people who just want to profit from hate and division within democracy. So I think the challenge and the danger is not that people believe in a false thing, but they believe in nothing. So I think AI is different to the invention of new communication tools. I think it's fundamentally different. So every time a new tool comes onto a scene, a few people will get very excited and will say, this is going to change politics forever. So I remember being lectured 3 years ago and being told the next election will be a WhatsApp election. Each of these communication tools are useful, but it's more important about how you integrate them with your wider strategy. The difference is that those communication tools are limited by how they're engineered, whereas AI is much more limited by your imagination. It can be applied to every part of communications and every part of campaign structures, from how you target voters to how many different target groups you have. So an election might say, we've got these 10 different target groups, because that's all a human operation can operationalize. Whereas if it was an AI operation, it could do 5,000. The risk then for democracies is that election campaigns become much less of a national story and much closer to individual stories. And that becomes harder. So there's a question then for political parties and for the media about how to also act in a national interest. I think it's important for political parties and for democracies to be able to master the tools and not just try to police them. It is not unusual in the UK and the US, especially for the left, to begin in a Luddite position and to allow the right to dominate the mastery of a new tool. I think that's a danger with AI, because it's not just about the left and the right. It is about Democrats against authoritarians. And in that, I think the UK and other countries can learn a lot from how Ukraine is dealing with this moment.